Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Angelica and today we are going to be doing a bit of a sit down chit chat video. I'm going to answer some questions and basically get to know me. Basically we're doing a get to know me video. What made me start YouTube? To be fair, I've wanted to do YouTube for a while, but I've always let the opinions of others and stop me from doing what I want to do. I've always been afraid of what people say, and something you've got to realise is that's going to get you nowhere in life. And you've just got to, everyone's always going to have something to say regardless of what you do, so I think it is important just to sort of say fuck it and give it a go, you know what I mean? Whether it's YouTube or a sport or a career or learning an instrument, even if you don't think people are going to agree with what you're doing, if you feel it's going to make you happy, I'd say just go for it. Life's too short anyway not to do what makes you happy. So yeah, if I could tell anyone anything, it would, don't let the opinions of others hold you back. Do I want a family when I'm older? Kids? My thoughts on that? No. I've never seen myself wanting kids. I've never seen myself being a mum. I don't know, that might change in 5-10 years, but right now, at this day and age, I've always thought, nah, being a mum's not for me. I've always known in life, whatever I want to do, I'm going to be successful. And I'm going to do it on my own. I never want to be dependent on a man for anything. I want to have my own money, I want to have my own house, I want to have my own cars, you know. I don't know, I don't know. But right now, obviously not. Kids, I couldn't see myself ever having children. Biggest regrets in life or in boxing or in just anything in general would have been, again, not fully doing something because I've been afraid of what others would think. But people, like I said before, people are going to judge you regardless. Also, I've held myself back from doing things because I've let negative thoughts in my head overcome me. Another big regret is telling myself I couldn't do something before I even gave it a go, because then that way I've never achieved it because I've lost before I've even won, you know. Best moment in boxing would have been when I won the East Midlands area belt. It wasn't just about winning the belt. It was more of a personal achievement because I remember at that time I really wasn't feeling good mentally and I doubted myself a lot. I'd just come off a bad loss in the championships and I didn't really know where boxing sort of what it had for me anymore. So this fight was sort of make or break for me. I'm not saying as soon as I lose I think that's it, I've got to pack up. That's not the case, but if you're mentally not there, you're never going to achieve anything. And boxing's a sport you can't afford to not believe in yourself. And I get annoyed at myself because I doubt myself and I don't know why. I've never had reason to doubt myself, you know. I'm just as good as anyone else out there. I put the work in and I don't know. I think we all have phases where we doubt ourselves. But I think we've all got to find ways that we can overcome. Personally, I know that if I doubt myself, I am not going to do anything. I'm not going to do well at all. There's plenty of proof in that. I mean, every time I've doubted myself, I've never come out of a fight with my hand raised. So I just got sick of doubting myself, and so I just told myself, look, you're going to win, you can do it, you're good enough to be in there. And start believing in yourself and start telling yourself you're a winner. even if you don't always believe it, you've got to convince your mind. Your body can do anything, but it's your mind you have to convince, I feel. So, okay, something I like about myself and something I don't like. Something I like about myself, I am... I'm caring. I think I am. When someone, like, means something to me, I will do anything for them. A bad quality about myself is I can be a bit of a pushover. I speak negatively about myself a lot, and I think we all go through phases like this. I think one of the main issues why I do this is social media. I follow a lot of sort of Instagram models, influencers, and I definitely think that plays a part in our confidence. So if we wake up in the morning and we're not, you know, looking the best, and we go on Instagram and we see, I don't know, all these models, it doesn't help. Because I think something to remember is that, like, these girls are like Photoshop, and they have to, you know, get their bodies out in pictures and like I don't know, I think it's important not to compare yourself to people you see on the internet, because half the time that is not reality, and that is not, you know, that's not the true account of that person. And to, like, not compare yourself to people, I think is very important. I think you should learn to love yourself. What is that? Love yourself regardless. And that's something, like, I'm learning to do slowly. It's taken a while, but you've got to be happy from within. I think a big goal of mine for this year is to... Most of my goals for this year are more sort of mental than they are physical. Like, a lot of people will say, oh, they want to get fit, they want to lose weight and start going to the gym and, you know, this and that. But, like, my goals is to mentally heal, you know. I just want to be able to look in the mirror and, like, accept what I see and stop being so negative and talking negative and comparing myself to others and telling myself I'm not good enough, because that is something I think we all do a lot. Compare ourselves to others when there's no need to. I want to be kinder to myself, I want to be kinder to others as well. I think another reason why it's so important to be kind to someone regardless, like, say if you've had a bad day, try not to take it out on people, because you never know what someone's going through behind closed doors. Like, just because they might not post it all over social media, or they might come across that they're happy, doesn't mean they're not battling something that they don't feel they can talk about. And I think it is important to check up on people, even if you haven't spoken in a while. Like, just check up, even if they seem okay, check up on them and make sure that they are okay, because you never know, a message like that could really make someone's day, and just that can mean a lot to someone, just checking up on them. If I ever, you know, built a good platform on YouTube or Instagram or on any sort of social media, I'd like to spread awareness about mental health, use it for something positive, you know, like, because I've struggled with mental health, as a few people probably know, and I think it's so important that people realise there are people that do care about them and do want them to speak out. And I think it's so important that we encourage more people to speak out and break the stigma that, like, mental health, like, I think it's bad when people feel like they're not a boundary, that's the wrong word. It's not boundary, what's the word I'm looking for? Burden. Why am I saying boundary? Anyways, like, I know from experience myself, I haven't spoken out about how I've been feeling because I felt like I've been a burden to people, and, like, it is hard speaking out, like it is. But I think if we encourage people and we remind them daily that we do care about them, then I think that can definitely help to encourage and support people and let them know that they're not on their own. And like, listening to people doesn't mean that you know like what to say back. It's just listening to them. Just being there for someone can make a massive difference. Just letting them, you know, vent and get stuff off their chest will mean a lot to people. One day in the future, I'd love to, you know, give back to all the people that have helped me, like, through the years, whether it had been to do with my mental health, with my boxing, with just anything in general. I'd love to give back, and I'd love to one day, I don't know, be an ambassador for mental health, because I think that is something I'm very strong and passionate about. If anyone would like, I don't know, like a video of me really going into depth about my mental health and my journey, then let me know, because I would love to, if my sort of story or journey could help anyone, even one person, I'd be, you know, that would be enough for me. And also I'm thinking of doing like a sit down video as well about my boxing and like, you know, what I've achieved, and like a more of in-depth of not just the highs but also the lows, because I think as well when people on social media post about their success, they don't always like post about their fails, you know, their failures and like struggles they've had to overcome. So like they give you the impression it's all been sort of sunshine and rainbows rather than putting everything they've been through. And I just like to, if I could be relatable or help anyone, then I'd be very happy. So let me know what you feel on the situation. Also, I am going to start doing more, I'm going to do some like day in the life and what I eat in a day videos, but I'll just need, because obviously my brother's at school, I would need him to sort of help me with that. That's the only reason why I haven't done anything. I haven't done any of those videos. I have been taking notes of what people want to see, and the videos are coming. It's just at the minute I'm just sort of settling in, getting used to talking in front of a camera, because it's not as easy as it looks. Like, yeah, I'm talking to my phone, but like, it's not as easy as it looks, you know? Okay, so goals, things I'd like to achieve this year, both sort of mental and physical, you know. I would like to get out more. I spend a lot of time in my room, and I don't think that's good for me. I could go out more, but I don't know, because I struggle with my anxiety, so like the thought of going out at times is just a bit much, and then I think about having to get ready and then getting on a public bus because I don't drive yet, and then going in town and seeing people, and then like the thought of all that, I overthink it in my head, and then I just don't end up going anywhere. So a big goal for me this year is to overcome my anxiety, and that's another reason why I'm doing this, put myself out there on the internet. That's a big thing. Like, yeah, I'm sat behind a screen so I don't have to see people's reactions, but like you can still get negativity come through and comments and stuff. And I think this year is really the year to push yourself to do, even if it's just one thing that scares you. Don't get out your comfort zone, don't get comfortable. You know, try and do something different, even if it's once a week, if it's, I don't know, going to a different place or making a new friend or whatever. Personal little, doesn't matter how big or small it is. So yeah, I'd like to overcome my anxiety. I would I want to be more open and honest about my feelings. I have a bad habit of when I'm feeling crap, I just keep it in. And I push everyone away, and then I make a mess of things. And I don't know, I just find it hard talking. Not because people around me don't want to listen, because they do, but sometimes it's hard to explain what's going on. So yeah, I'd like to be more open and honest about my feelings, about myself and about people. So like, if I don't like someone, I don't mean like just go up to them and say, oh, I don't like you, you know, be a twat about it, but like, just don't tolerate shit that I shouldn't, you know. So I'd like to become stronger physically and mentally. So obviously with the boxing, I'd like to, all the things I've stopped myself from doing because of like stuff in my head, I'd like to achieve. I'd like to win as much as I can. I'd like to really progress. I'd like to start driving. I'd like to go on a level. I'd like to become a coach as well. And I would, what else would I like to do? I'd also like to just put all the wrongs right, if that makes sense. Like all the things that I wanted to do last year, which I stopped, my mental state stopped me from doing, I'd like to do it this year, you know, like no excuses, just go for it. Just do more of what scares me, basically. I think my biggest achievement in life is not like a sort of physical achievement, it's more of a mental achievement. It's just, I don't know, every day for me is an achievement, just like getting up and, I don't know, embracing the day and making the most of opportunities. And like for some people, like just getting out of bed is an achievement, because some days, like I'm sure we all get like this, but just not wanting to see anyone, not wanting to do anyone? Not wanting to go anywhere or mix with anyone. So, but my personal achievement is just overcoming things I didn't think I could. Just, I know I'm not where I want to be, but in time I'm going to be there. And I think as well, one last thing, is like no matter how fast or slow the progress is that you're making, be proud of it, because it is progress. Like, just, because someone else at your age is, I don't know, already got their own business and their own car, and you're just probably starting out, like, don't sweat over it, you know. Everything happens for a reason. We're in our own lanes, and I think it's important not to compare yourself and to be proud of how far you've come. Okay, so this is the finished look. It's not really like, this is just, I was just sort of doing this while I was chit-chatting. Thank you all for listening, and I'd like to say a massive thank you for the support so far. Like I was saying in the video, it's not easy, you know, like putting yourself out there, but everyone's been kind so far and I'm really grateful. If you want any more videos like this, a bit more personal videos, then let me know and I will definitely do them. If this video has helped anyone in any sort of way, then I'm very happy. But thank you for all subscribing, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.